Hi, beautiful souls. So, you know who I am by now. So, welcome back for step 6. And in this video, we're going to be discussing loneliness and people. So, I want you to take a little bit of a trip with me, if you will. Okay? And imagine for a second that all of a sudden, overnight, you wake up one morning and an alien race has landed on Earth from a planet, let's pick Sirius, because nobody can say please. And I'm never quite sure how to use the word either. Okay, so let's say they've come from Sirius. And the Sirians have landed here. And they've decided that they're going to take a certain number of representatives from humanity back with them to the planet Sirius to engage with them so that the Sirians can learn about humans and that these representatives of humanity can learn about the Sirians. But there's a catch. You see, Sirius is a hive mind planet. It's a fully 6D planet or 7D planet, and it's a complete hive mind planet. So, in order to be able to go, there's certain adjustments that the Sirians are going to make to you. And these adjustments mean that you will no longer have any mental, emotional, or spiritual privacy anymore. Because like we've always thought Earth would be perfect, the Sirians have what we've thought would always be amazing, which is they can understand each other's thoughts. They can hear each other's thoughts. Everybody knows what everybody else is thinking. Nothing is hidden. There's no privacy. There's no lies. There's no dishonesty. And when you really think about it, doesn't it kind of make you twitch just a little bit? Because wouldn't it kind of be like waking up tomorrow morning and every single thought that you thought today, every single bad thing that you thought about somebody else, every private thought that you had, the fact that you masturbated 3 times yesterday, the fact that you've only eaten ice cream and junk food and sweets for the last 6 days, was plastered all over your Facebook feed in real time. Think about it. If you have a contrary thought in a hive mind community, well, you can't have that because everybody has to agree because they think with one mind. If you disagree with somebody in front of you, you can't hide that anymore. So just for a second, go with me and imagine all the things that you've been thinking over the last few days, all the things you've done over the last few weeks, all the thoughts that you have about people, the anger you feel, the lack of forgiveness, the true, deep, dark shadow stuff that goes on inside you. How would it truly feel if you woke up tomorrow morning and every single thing you thought was plastered all over Facebook or YouTube? Somebody had taken your dreams and turned them into YouTube videos. How would that lack of privacy and that invasion of your mental and emotional space honestly make you feel? And when you think about it from that point of view, you kind of have to think that what we have here on Earth plane, with the ability to be able to make decisions for ourselves, to have free will, to be able to think something contrary to what the person in front of me is thinking and have the right to that thought, well, that's pretty special, actually. And if you think about Earth plane as being one of the very few places where we have this free will, then this is one of the only places where you can ever achieve something for yourself. Because in a hive mind community where all the minds are constantly connected through some sort of telepathic ability, the moment an idea is yours, it would become the community's. In order for it to realize, it would have to be a collective effort. You can make the decision right now to stop this video on your own. Or you can make the decision for it to carry on. You can make the decision to get up right now, have a bath, to get into your car and drive somewhere, go and get an ice cream, have a burger, and nobody's going to stop you. In a hive mind, the whole world would have to agree. And if you said ice cream, I'd say, no, you must have a piece of fruit. That's what privacy gives you. So if you stop and think about it from that point of view, just pause the video for a second and write down 9 benefits that you can think of for privacy. 9 reasons that you are grateful that you have a separated and individuated mind and emotional reality. Go. Welcome back. All right, so now you've got 9 ideas. Makes you think differently about privacy and loneliness, doesn't it? Earth is one of the very few planes in which we can experience ourselves as gods and creators, to know ourselves as little mini gods. And the beauty and gift of Earth plane is truly the privacy, individuation, and separation that we feel. When you can embrace that, I promise you, many of your suicide issues will leave you forever. When you truly shift the suicide experience, one of the things that will kick in is a love and an appreciation for that privacy. So start by working on developing a strong appreciation every day for the thoughts that you can hold private, the choices that you can make for yourself. Now that we've dealt with the topic of loneliness and privacy, now let's get to the people stuff of it. So many people say to me, yeah, I don't have anybody around. You were born. There's somebody. There is somebody that phones you. Even if they've stopped phoning because you never returned their calls, there is somebody that you know. There are old friends from school, and Facebook makes it so easy to reach those kinds of people. There are cousins and aunts and uncles, grandmothers, grandfathers, parents, children, sisters, brothers. You know people. You have not lived in isolation. You were not born in isolation. So, grabbing another pen and paper, what I want you to do is I want you to make a list. So let's start with the list of the people that call you the most often. So go and grab your phone for me. Pick up your phone. Here's my phone with my little Alice. You will be so proud to see this. My little Eiffel Tower on the back. And here's my phone. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to go to my received calls and I'm going to go, okay, who receives and who do I speak to the most often? Okay, there's Irene, there's Maki, there's Johan. I don't use my phone often. Angelica, and then I'm going to go to favorites, okay, and then there's Peter and Angelica and Johan. Okay, so I've got a list of about 5 people immediately, and I never use my phone, like really, I don't answer calls at all. So I think it's 6 months the last time I put a phone to my ear, okay? So even I have recent calls, all right? You can go through WhatsApp, Skype, Facebook. Who messages you the most? Now, our second list that we're going to make is your closest, oldest or dearest friends, going all the way back to early school. Remember the names. We're going to go, once we've got this list of names, you're going to take it and you're going to get out onto Facebook, LinkedIn, all the big social media platforms, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Tumblr. And you're going to go and you're going to go see if you can find some of those people. I can guarantee you that many of these people are experiencing the same kind of loneliness that you are, and there are a lot of people who would be very grateful for you to reach out after many years. Now, the third list that we're going to make is you're going to sit back and you're going to think about times in your life that you have been there for somebody, because I've yet to meet an empath or an emotional person or somebody who suffers from suicide and depression who hasn't at least tried to help others out of the same hole. And I want you to think back to every time that you have helped somebody, everybody that owes you a favor. I want you to make a list of those people. Okay, so now the fourth list that we're going to make. So I want you to think about the people who are always happy to hear from you. Not you. It's not about you. They are happy to hear from you. Specifically, they are happy to hear from you. So top of that list is going to be your mom, your gran, your aunts, okay? Your cousins, if they've become like your aunts, all right? Then you're going to have maybe an old boss, a mentor, an old school friend, but somebody that whenever they call, whenever you call them, it doesn't matter how long it is, they are just going to be happy to hear from you. That's the fourth list that we want. The last list that we're going to make is family members that you have a special bond with. This is most notably going to be cousins. Cousins are something very, very special, and all of us have at least one or two cousins, even if we didn't spend a huge amount of time with them, that we bonded and had a special connection with. Write those names down for me. And now what you've got is, even if you only wrote down one name per list, you've got at least 5 people in the world that you know. And those people are going to be happy to hear from you. They are going to care what's happening to you. So I want you to take that list and I want you to contact those people. I want you to reach out to them. Okay, you don't have to do it straight away. You can do it over the next few days. You can decide to contact them over Facebook. You can decide how you want to reach out to them, but you need to re-establish connections and bonds in your life. I also want you to take that list and get everybody's contact numbers and telephone numbers, and I want you to make neat little lists for yourself with everybody's names on. At the minimum, those 5 names. You might have 25 names on that list, names of the people with their telephone numbers, with their email addresses. And then I want you to make copies and I want you to stick it up in every room of your house, because you never should be in a position where you ever believe that you are alone, because you are not. Nobody on the face of this earth is alone unless they choose to be. So now we're going to create touchstones and reminders that remind you that you are not alone. And when you hit a low point, you're going to grab that list and you're going to reach out to somebody. Okay, we are just as guilty for not maintaining the bonds as what we like to put blame onto other people. Reach out, extend love, and that love will be returned to you. Every person you make contact with, every person you have a connection with, those people are going to grow your love, your sense of self-worth, and your sense of belonging. So let's go build some bonds. And I can't wait to see you back here for our next video, video 7. Unicorns out.